Hello and welcome back, my beautiful earth angels, to another reading. This is actually quite a juicy reading we have today. It was going to just be what do you need to hear the most right now, but it kind of turned into messages from spirit on the down low, like the down low of the situation, your situation right now, things going on behind the scenes in the background. So hopefully your message resonates with you. If you start watching one and it doesn't, feel free to come back here and pick another pile that you felt drawn to. It's okay to be drawn to more than one pile as well. It just means there might be messages in both for you. Always follow your intuition, and remember this is a general reading, so not everything might resonate. Just always take what resonates with you and leave behind what doesn't, and always follow your intuition over what anyone else tells you, you know? Hopefully this just brings some clarity and confirmation on things you've already had hints of, or your intuition's already been nudging at you, but maybe you've doubted, you know? So hopefully this brings some love and light and happiness, you guys. I enjoyed filming this for you. There'll be the timestamps in the description below, so that when you've decided which pile is for you, you can click on it and go straight to that reading. Pile number 1 is this lemon waffle with the sunflower. Pile number 2 is this strawberry cheesecake. Pile number 3 is this cute little chocolate starry muffin. And pile number 4 is this amazing looking sandwich. So with that all being said, you guys, I'll leave in the description below a link to my website with my digital art on hoodies, tees and mugs, and there will also be a link to my Depop page if you live in the UK. I do crystal jewelry and accessories and things like that. So if any of that sounds interesting, always feel free to go check those out, you guys. I love you all so much. Hope you're having a beautiful day, and I hope you enjoy this reading. I will speak to you when you have chosen your pile, guys. Love you all so much. Hello, beautiful pile number 1s. Welcome back to another reading. If you chose this little lemon waffle, this is going to be your reading of what you need to hear the most right now. So this yellow lemon waffle is really all about communication. The name of the card is the communicator. This reading is going to be about someone that you've been in communication with, that you've been speaking with, either a friend or, you know, a romantic interest, or just someone that has the potential to be, even if they're not. As I said, this can just be, you know, this could be a new connection, or someone that you don't know very deeply, or like you haven't known for long, or, you know, you have a very more of a surface level connection with, because with this 7 of Swords here, I I get this perception that this person who this reading is about is someone who likes to keep a persona of themselves, like a screen, you know what I mean? I'm hearing no face, no case. And this is just purely an example to kind of explain, like, they might be someone who kind of says certain things to make people think certain ways of them, or, you know, they just have this screen, they speak differently around, maybe they, like, if this is a male energy, this could be the type of person who speaks differently around male people to when they're just around you. Do you know what I mean? You know, when people do that to like make themselves a bit more cooler, like if it's a man, they like to make themselves come across as more sturdy and like more what would you call that, like strong and just like macho, or like the man, or like the energy likes to be quite masculine, but deep inside they're actually very, very sensitive souls. There's actually a lot that goes on beneath the surface. So yeah, what we've got here with this Page of Cups, this is them. Page of Cups is really exciting. It's getting to know, it's intrigue. There's like intrigue going on between you and this person, or like a wanting to get to know better. But we see a lot of hidden feelings, a lot of hidden thoughts, and these don't all have to be bad. For a lot of you, these things that are hidden is just how much they actually get excited by you and like speaking to you, and you make them feel kind of like they have butterflies, or they get more embarrassed around you, or when they speak to you it's like they could fluster or blush very easily. They just love speaking to you. They think you're very beautiful, expressive. You're like the sun, like the sunflower. You're always facing the sun. You're very warm, very refreshing, and your energy also revitalizes people. You bring people energy and uplifting, and this is no different for them. So I think it's just they haven't been open with quite the extent of how much they love speaking to you or the conversations that you have. Yeah, because there is some hidden intention. I'm also getting a message through about these lemons and hearing like bitter, or like they hope that you're not bitter towards them. This could be someone coming back from the past, or it could be someone that they just worry that they haven't left a sweet taste in your mouth, or sweet enough, you know. They worry if you really like them or not, is what I get, or like how you really feel about them. They really question that sometimes. So with the Page of Cups and the Seven of Swords, we have the energies of 11 with the page, then we have 7 with the swords, so we've got 18. If I am correct, I'm pretty sure 18 is the energies of the moon. I always struggle to remember off by heart. I'm pretty certain 18 is the moon. Okay, so we've got a lot of confusion going on. There's a lot of unspoken words. There's a lot of confusing energy beneath the surface, because I feel like you are in contact with this person, or when you are, it's like all very light-hearted and nice and playful and fun, but there's just so much maybe beneath the surface that hasn't been said or expressed. You know what I mean? So we're going to really find out why this is coming up. What is Spirit trying to tell you by bringing up this energy? I do get like you guys are both observing each other, or they're observing you, trying to work things out, trying to work something out, suss out each other's inner feelings is what's happening. You're both trying to suss out each other's inner feelings, but like you, for some reason, like, you know, you can't just be full on open and honest, or maybe you don't want to be. Maybe they feel like they'll come off as too strong, or like it'll be too much, or like fear of rejection, or maybe there's like other influences present with the Seven of Swords, like maybe they feel like they can't for this reason or that, or maybe it would be seen as sneaky or sly, or like, I don't know. But why is this being brought up? Whoa, but I forgot actually to get into, you have the energies of the moon. So again, this is like a lot of confusion, like a lot of uncertainty on how you actually feel. It's like confusing, right? And then, or like what to do with this energy. It's like they feel this way, really happy and lit up by you, but what do I do with that? Because I can't tell them, or like I feel like I can't express that in the way that I want to. So I've just have really light-hearted conversations and just really, you know, just be kind and use that as my way of expressing like this person doesn't really know what to do with their energy towards this situation, or like how to go about it in the right way maybe. And yeah, so this could be someone that is like has the potential to be a romantic interest, but like it's unexpressed, or they're unexplored. Maybe you've known this person for a long time and we're just friends, or maybe this is a new person overall. Maybe this is someone who's getting ready to come in and contact you. They're just building up the courage and like to tell you how they feel, but maybe they've been watching you, because I do feel like this person is very observant of you without you maybe knowing. Like they don't want you to know this, but yeah, we have the energy of 9, which is the 9 of Swords and the 9 of Cups coming through. So we have a lot of happiness. We have a lot of them wishing certain outcomes between you guys, and like they see you as like bringing them a lot of happiness, and so they wish more for your connection and for like your communication. Maybe they wish to speak more, or they wish to speak in general. They want to speak to you, you know, or maybe they want to speak to you but not at a surface level. They want to speak to you just honestly and openly about their feelings. With the 9 of Swords, we have a lot of confusion. They've been overthinking things. There's really a lot of resistance between their feelings and their expression. There's a lot of confusion that gets lost along the way between them processing and feeling their energy towards you and what they actually feel, to how they maybe express, or what thought conclusions they'll come to. Because if you have a feeling, normally it means like, right, what am I going to do with this? what do I do next? And I don't know if they know what they want to do with it next. And so it's causing a lot of maybe overthinking or just like frustration because they don't know what's best. And that's completely fine. And I think it's just that they're not supposed to know, that this connection is obviously in divine intervention, in the divine way that it's supposed to happen, in the divine time that it's supposed to unfold. But sometimes, you know, we can't see how the future will pan out, and it scares us, when in reality we're not at that future yet. And so all we have to do is just focus on feeling what we're feeling and getting familiar with it. We don't need to plan out future actions on how we feel now, because we're not there yet, you know. And I feel like this is someone who, either you or them, quite think into the future, and it's like, well, where's this going? It's like a self-preparation or protective mechanism, you know, from like past hurts or emotions. Or it's like, you like to think about where things are going before you just go all in, is kind of what they think. But by doing this, it's hindering them, because you don't know the future or how to act or what something will go into. It's all about taking a leap of faith, and I feel like maybe that's what they're stuck on and really been thinking about, is taking like a leap of faith in some sort of way. They've really been keeping this to themselves. They've been maybe isolated a bit about these emotions in general, because I feel like even if they had people to speak to about it, they're not completely clear or sure with what is going on. It's a bit like, what? I could literally put my hand in my head and just laugh, like, what is this? What is happening? Like, I feel like this is really out of their control. They feel like the way they feel for you, how it all happened, is really, like, they didn't, I don't mean to trigger you, this isn't in a bad way, it's like they didn't want that. It's like, you know, when you're going about your life and you're just like, very happy, and then all of a sudden you meet someone and you don't want to feel love for them, but you just do, and then you're like, well, what do I do now? I have to do something, but I wasn't planning. Like, maybe they were quite enjoying their independence, and you come in and they're like, oh, well, now I need to do something about it, but I don't know what to do, you know what I mean? So we also have the King of, we have trying to escape. They're trying to escape their thoughts when it comes to the situation, because as I said, they're meeting frustration and roadblocks, and that's because they're not supposed to know yet. They're supposed to be getting with the emotions they're feeling, not taking action. So you have the King of Swords, and they're trying to escape, or they're trying to figure out how to get out of this energy. You know, they're trying to work out their next moves to get out of this tricky energy situation or tricky thought circumstance they're in, or like a sticky situation if it is for some of you. Because this pirate, right, they have to be quick on their feet. It's like someone's invading his ship, this pirate ship, and he's like, right, how do I act now? What do I do? Because it feels like they think that the actions that they take are very, like, they're going to be crucial, right? They don't feel like they can they don't want to say the wrong thing or something because they can't take it back, is what I get. They don't want to make the wrong move because it could cost them something, you know? It's a bit interesting. So you have, I'll put this up here, this King of Swords, which is them in general, by the way. They are this King of Swords, very calculated, very clever. Could be someone that keeps their cards closer to their chest, definitely, as I said that. King of Pentacles. This is someone who's very slow moving or slow growing. They like to move slowly so that they can think about each move properly, you know, chess, not checkers, is what I get. They're very mentally mature as well. They're mentally mature, but less in touch with their own emotions. I think that's due to their trust. Maybe they don't trust their own emotional judgment, or do you know what it is? I think it's that logically things are very controlled, and when it comes to like emotions, they kind of feel like it's like a whole foreign thing. Like they don't have control over themselves when they're like that. They are someone who likes to have control over themselves, whether that's discipline or working or you know, thinking logically about things, and like they're a very fair person and they're very intellectual. When it comes to their feelings, they can't control it. It's like it makes them feel a bit uncomfortable sometimes, and you trigger up these uncomfortable emotions because you make them feel so much, like so much happiness, so much warmth, so much intrigue. They're like, I want to get to know you more, but I don't want you to know that. That's what I feel like they're making their own plans and moves in silence to kind of scope you out and get to know you better, but they don't want you to know this. Okay, so we also have the Eight of Swords. I'm going to put that over. Yeah, and also, sorry, one more thing. There's a reverse. This one is reversed because Page of Cups is, they haven't expressed these. These were inwardly what they're feeling towards you. They haven't expressed this. And Seven of Swords is reversed, but for many reasons, is because they're not actually deceiving you. It's because, two things. They're scared to let someone else in. They like to scope people out for a long time to make sure that they're not going to do them wrong, do them dirty is what I hear, or break their trust or hurt them. This person is very intellectually and mentally mature and clever because of the connections they've had to deal with in the past that took advantage of their kind energy or their empathic nature, and so now they're a lot more cautious, a lot more wary. Yeah, but with you, they're just kind of like, oh my god, I don't know which way to go. I don't know what's best, because this situation could potentially get me into a bit of a stuck situation. Take that how it resonates for you. There's like maybe this, yeah, they're, okay. They are overthinking their actions. Like they want to do something, they want to make a move, but if they did, it could turn out really kind of bad for them is what they tell themselves. Or they can't do this, or they can't do this because of this. And so they leave themselves with no options but to just stay where they are. But all of these doubts are coming from their overthinking, their ego, and their fears of rejection and unworthiness. And they just get to this place where they say, well, I can't do this. It's like they think of all these solutions on how to move forward, but then they tell themselves they can't do any of them because of this and because of that, and all these difficult energies, which I get, it must be really hard to work through. But remember, this is where it is for a reason, and we're going to see. Guys, you have Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Let's not ignore that. They think they recognize you from a past life. They recognize your soul. They recognize your energy. They haven't told you this, but you feel familiar to them is what this means. It means that to them, they feel like they've known you for years. They've known you for your whole life, even though they haven't. And they feel like they could tell you something about yourself, even though maybe on paper they shouldn't really know much about you. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is bring about a lot of nostalgia as well. This could be someone that you knew in the past as well, or like you were friends with in teenage years or childhood, or if it's a new connection, as I said, it's just they feel like they've known you literally for years. So what is it you really need to know from Spirit? Like, why are they bringing this up? You're going to get communication soon from them. Oh, okay. Right, we have the High Priestess. Interesting. This is about things coming up to the surface, right? This is about things being hidden. This is about things we have intuitive nudges on and feelings towards, but are not on the surface. So this is kind of like they might take action on things they intuitively pick up from you, but like you haven't necessarily said, right? Or vice versa. Like they might pick up that you don't really like them, or they might pick up you do really like them and decide, okay, it's safe for me to open up now. You know what I mean? It's like there's oh my god, there's something. I get actually a really strong energy from this High Priestess card. I feel like this is about something specific. I feel like it's actually a big deal, especially that it's a major arcana as well. Let's find out more about what this is. Wow, one just flew out. Ace of Wands, reversed. Oh my god, I started literally, my throat was horrible after that. And do you know why? This is saying there's some big things that have not been spoken about, that maybe you both know. Oh my god, sorry. This is like elephant in the room energy, guys. There's like elephants in the room between you two, but it's like, maybe they're scared to bring it up in case it in case it makes something happen, like you leave or they leave, or like maybe they don't want to bring things up in case it makes the dynamic you have end and it changes things. There's a lot of unspoken passion that has not been spoken about. There's an intuitive connection as well that hasn't been spoken about. Like they pick up thoughts, they get songs come through that remind them of you, that have lyrics in about things that you've spoken about. This could be like license plates, they see your initials, or you know, people that look like you, or like they get a lot of synchronicities about you, and it makes them just like like a bit laugh to themselves, you know, and they haven't told you any of this. They haven't oh my god. Okay, every time we channel every time we tune into them speaking, it makes me I just can't. 1 second, you guys, I have to go get some water. I feel like that's what they feel like, is like they feel like they can't, like they'll go to say something to you, they want to tell you, but they're like, I can't do it, I'm stuck, I just can't do it. Yeah, so this passion that you both feel, or they feel, and they'll like see things just pop up of you randomly, and it'll be like, like when they're just doing something, like they're looking, like this girl's doing her makeup in a mirror, it's making me think they're scrolling on their phone and something pops up. This is really specific, right? And this could be implied in many different ways. You know when you get notifications that aren't actually notifications, like Instagram sometimes sends things that are so weird, like so and so's added to their stories, or someone's just started a live video, and it's not necessarily a notification for you, but it's just like random. Or like when someone posts something, it's like someone's posted, they haven't posted in a while, want to check it out. I'm getting that they're like doing something and you just randomly pop up, like maybe they're watching you on social media, or you pop up, or yeah, you just pop up out of nowhere. It's like they can't escape you guys, especially if you've already been in contact and communication with them. And if you haven't, they will be very soon, because you have literally got the communicator, which is funny because they can't quite seem to communicate right now, can they? Right, so, right, with the High Priestess as well, we've got 2 and 1, which is 3. Wow, they see you as the Empress, they see you as divine feminine, or, you know, if you're divine masculine watching, then you could feel like you found your divine feminine, like your counterpart, like really warm-hearted, full of healing energy, full of love, compassion, kindness, and even business savvy as well. Like they have big dreams, goals, and they're good at working. They're very clever, very intuitive as well. I feel like you guys are each other's mental matches, like intellectually, like you guys can hold a really interesting conversation, and I feel like that's rare for both of you, because maybe you think about things quite deep and so do they, but maybe you don't always find people that do on like the same frequency. So it's like, even though people can still relate to you, it's like, you know, when you find someone on the same frequency, it's like it's just so aligned, and so you don't need to explain anything. It's almost like telepathic communication, and that's what you guys have. So what's happening next? Okay, we have the Sun. Oh, yeah, 3 of Wands as well. There's definitely something opening up for the future for you guys, or something like that. Okay, we also have the Sun, so there is expression. This is a beautiful way to end your reading. They feel like you are amazing. You're the sun. There's eyes on you. You could be in a spotlight of some kind, or just that they just, yeah, you're, oh my god, you're like the sunflowers. Again, we have sunflowers here. You're like the sun. You follow the sun. You're pure. You have this light inner child energy to you, and they feel like they know your soul. There's expression coming. There's things being brought to light coming, essentially, and it's gonna bring clarity to a lot of this confusing energy. If you're feeling stuck right now within this connection, or if they are, whatever's going on, just know this reading is confirmation that there is movement happening. Things don't stay stuck forever, and to not worry about the future, that everything is happening in divine time, and things can happen in the blink of an eye to switch the whole situation around. And yeah, things will not be like this. They will evolve. the things will come to light, this stuckness, this energy will go, and it's going to be really beautiful. I say just enjoy the conversations you guys have, because or you will have, because this is obviously someone that compliments you and is soul tribe, whether, you know, no matter what's going on, there's like an equal give and take. But I get that there's a lot of stress right now between everything that's going on. I forgot to mention as well, you guys, that the sun to me is like vulnerability, right? And right from the start, we've had this Seven of Swords energy of masking and hiding kind of things and keeping things unspoken. And we're ending with the sun, which is for vulnerability and expression. So, like, this is going to progress into a situation where you can both feel quite vulnerable and open to be honest with each other. And yeah, I'm with the sun. I mean, this is joy, this is openness, this is inner child as well, and this is safety to be vulnerable. So there's a lot more trust and clarity that's going to be opening up between whatever this is. And yeah, but know that this is positively progressing and good things are coming to you guys. So hopefully this resonated, brought you some clarity. I'll speak to you all soon, guys, and I love you loads. Hello, beautiful pile number 2s. This is going to be your message of what you need to hear the most right now. And funnily enough, we are holding a similar energy to pile 1, just starting off with, but obviously different. So but yeah, it's just funny because this cheesecake card, if you pick this cheesecake, this is my secret admirers card, or my admirers card, and it's all about people projecting admiration towards you. It's all about people projecting love and yeah, love and admiration towards you, whether that's compliments or whether it's in secret as well. I get that you guys have a lot of admirers. Even like walking down the street, people will look at you and be like, oh, I like this about them, or that person seems very fun or very friendly. You guys give me a really sweet, beautiful energy, really soft, really gentle, like very pure. Like you're just very kind. You would never go about your day wanting to cause harm or stress to anyone. You're just a very pure, kind-hearted, genuine, nice person. And this is one of the main reasons why people admire you as well. But I got 2 songs before we even came into this reading. They just like came out of nowhere, and I can't remember what it's called. I think it's, what's that guy's name? If I wipe your tears, would you wipe them just for me? What is that song? Will you wipe them just for me? I'm gonna actually put on the screen these songs, so I'm so sorry. It's like I can hear it playing in my head. I just don't know the name or anything. That happens all the time. And then there was Baby Cakes, You Just Don't Know How that one. And so there's a lot of like sweet references, and this is like, I know like all the friendly foodies I do are foods, but specifically you're verbally getting sweetness come through, and like, yeah, that really sweet energy. I could just feel people's energy projected towards you, like, wow, they are so sweet, right? You're so yum yum yum. That's how people feel when they look at you, because you're sweet in so many ways, like physically, aesthetically. You guys, if you're girls, you could be shorter, or you could be seen or viewed as like petite, do you know what I mean? Or that you have very soft features, really kind, gentle eyes, or like you have these eyes that are like kind of like puppy eyes is what I get as well. Like there's just things about you that are really sweet, like in a really beautiful way. So anyway, sorry, I've been getting stuck on this, but you have an admirer. This is what your reading's gonna be about, or just that what's picking up right now is like your recognition in something. If you're on any social platforms, you're going to be finding you're gaining admirers for whatever you're doing, or you're gaining people's interest. People are becoming very intrigued towards you. Okay, so the sun, interesting. No surprise that we've got the sun come out. Right, so you guys, this makes me think you're in the public eye, or people like, you guys are viewed a lot. Maybe you have a social platform, or you do something out in the public that causes attention. Like say you go horse riding, a lot of people are going to look at you if you're horse riding, aren't they? Or say, oh, say you're a skater. A lot of people are going to look at you and be like, oh, you know what I mean? There's something you do that people see that causes admiration and intrigue. Right, let's get another card for you. If you guys felt drawn to pile number 1 as well, I would check both out. If you didn't, then just leave it. You know, you'll know. If you know, you know. But this card, the sun, came out in pile number 1 as well. And I did already get a similar vibe to both the piles. Because these are both, like, they don't have to be romantic, but people are romanticizing you right now. Right? Okay. Ace of Swords reversed. So we've got 19. Oh, we've got 20, which is Judgment. Wow. Okay. I'm getting funny energies come through already. I'm seeing you guys get a lot more opportunities coming from other people, whether this be like ideas, opportunities, offers. I see a lot of people getting invested and involved into what you're doing. So I feel like this is actually kind of linked into either a hobby, a passion, a creativity, or what you do for a business, or something that you're working towards or trying to build or grow. People are almost like romanticizing it, being like, oh my god, this or that, what pile number 2 is doing looks so cool. I just want to tell them all these beautiful things that they can do with it. Like, you know, when you pursue something, people are always going to give you loads of ideas because they put themselves as if they were you, this is what they would do, you know. And obviously you're very set in your path. You know what's good for you. You don't have to take people's ideas on if you don't want to. I think you know very much what's going to be fulfilling for you and what you want to do and what lights you up. But it's like, if people aren't pursuing their dreams or passions and you start pursuing a dream or passion, they're going to project and like kind of almost in their head be like, well, how would I be? What would I do if I had their gifts? What would I do if I was talented in this? You know what I mean? And it's just like, yeah, taking it just as like, oh, okay, well, you know, it's your life, you do it how you want to, and if they want to really do that, they could do it themselves. But sometimes just people get a bit overbearing. I don't know why I'm speaking about like this, but sometimes people get a bit overbearing with like how you should do or what you should do, because they don't have anything in their life to feed that energy into. And when people see that energy in other people of passion, they just naturally want to be a part of it. You know, you're someone who naturally, people look at you and want to be a part of what you're doing or what you're creating, or just you in general, because you're a very, very friendly, kind, inclusive person. You are someone who is like the sunshine. You bring lightness to a room. You bring uplifting to the energies. You're not afraid to be you. You're authentic. You're in touch with your inner child. Yeah, you guys, you have an adventurous side to your soul as well. You're very intelligent and you are very creative in the way that you get many ideas, or what you do. Well, anything that you do, it's like you get a lot of ideas on new things to do, new projects, new ways of doing it, or, you know, just trying out new things within the thing that you love. There's definitely a lot of people watching you. That's just what, this is what keeps coming through so strongly. It's like, people are noticing you is what I get. People, if this is like not even online or like a big social presence, then this is like your friends are noticing something's different about you. Could this be that you've got a new passion, a new hobby, or that you're falling deeper in love with something that you've already been growing and working on? I don't know, but whatever you're doing, people are loving it. Your friends are noticing. I even hear some people talking about you in like a nice way, like they're saying nice things like, whoa, like they seem different since they're doing this, or they seem more expressive, or they seem like more confident in themselves, or they seem happier. There's a lightness in their steps since they've started doing this, or you know what I mean? There's something that's come into your life and it's brought a lot of sunshine, it's brought a lot of happiness. Could this be a person? Ooh. Could this be a hobby, a passion, a place, a thing? It could be anything. So with the Sun and the Ace of Swords here, okay, because the Ace of Swords is reversed, interestingly enough, so let's see about this. Oh, we had Judgment, okay. Yeah, there's something about releasing judgments of the past, or I don't know, there's something to do with this judgment energy coming out with this blocked clarity. Or oh, I know, you guys, I don't think you realize just how amazing you are, because you're someone who is almost quite humble when it comes to the things that you're doing, whether it be how you dress, how you look, how kind you are, what you create, how talented you are. There's something about you that's quite humble in a sense, and it's almost as if like yeah, I don't know, that's just coming through, because it's like maybe you don't realize just to the extent of how much you touch other people's energy and hearts through just being you, right? It's like you don't need to do anything. If you feel passionate about something and you're around your friends, they get given that energy too. And it's like, you guys, Spirit's wanting you to recognize how powerful you have been recently, because you have been like the sun. You've been shining. And with this Ace of Swords reverse, I also get that it's like you don't need to speak truth, you don't need to say anything to spread your light, to show how authentic you are, or to embrace your authenticity, because you just are it in general. Your energy, your aura is lifted up recently. You could even be taking judgment on things like, what do I want to clear out of my life? What things don't I want? What things do I want? Because I do get that there's new things coming in for you, whether it be new connections, new admirers, new opportunities, new ideas. Like, they're waiting to come in for you, and it's because your energy is uplifting so much recently, or it will be, that you're naturally going to be aligned with those higher timelines. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of offers coming in is what I get. There's a lot of offers coming in for you guys, whether this be like people wanting to, say, collaborate, be friends, people wanting to do things, people are just wanting to be around you. Like, there's something about you just glowing and being so magnetic, because you're really gaining a lot of inward happiness and fulfillment and clarity on something. We also have Two of Swords energy. Interesting. Okay, right, let's carry on. So what else have we got that Pile 2 needs to hear right now about these kind of admirers and stuff? Oh, wow. You have Ace of Cups. Wow. Okay. Raise a glass to you and raise a toast, and yeah, you're going to be speaking with people that you don't know very well. Like, you know that politeness when you are, okay, what I'm getting is, this is so random, you know when someone's pouring you a drink and you're a bit like awkward, and you're like, they're like, say when, haha, and you're like, oh, whoops, and it starts overfilling, because it's like you're a bit scared to say, you're a bit scared to maybe, this could either be you or someone else, you guys. This could be who's admiring you is too scared to tell you straight, or oh my god, this has happened in pile number 1 all the way through. Out of nowhere, guys, it's like something really tickles the back of my throat, and it's like, oh my god. With this card energy, I'm getting either say nothing or everything. There's someone that's like, you have like admirers who want to fill you up with compliments, with love, with recognition, with admiration. They want to like be in a situation with you where it's just casual, and so that then they can really talk about what they want to say, right? So it's like people are actually manifesting, whether it be friends or relationships, someone's manifesting being closer to you, maybe in just like a social setting or something, right? So what I'm getting is like, oh, they're like, oh, hey, like you turned up to this random place, and they're there being a waiter, or they're there serving drinks, and they're like, oh, hey, do you want a drink? And then you're like, oh, okay, just thinking, yeah, they just want to drink. And actually, when they start pouring the drink, they're like, oh, they start asking you questions. They're like, so how have you been recently? What have you been doing? Or I've been meaning to say this, or I've really been liking this, you know, whatever you're doing. They could be like, oh, I love what you're creating right now, I love what you're doing. This is like a renewal. I see you having reunions with friends, maybe as well, friends that you haven't spoken to in a while. people, it's like you've glowed up, and even people from your past like want to catch up with you because they're just like, whoa, what are they doing now? Like you must be doing something pretty damn cool. Pile number twos, or just in general, like your mindset and the way that you are, the way that you think, and the way that you choose to live your life. Yeah, I think people, they just feel really magnetized towards you. Ace of Cups, wow. So this is a renewal as well. You have 2 aces, guys. Right, and then the Queen of Wands, right? I get some people not wanting to say anything because they're scared, because you're intimidating. Not because you're actually intimidating. Look at you, you're like the sweetest, kindest, just beautifulest soul. You may even consider yourself to be quite shy or reserved sometimes, either when you get compliments. I'm getting you're shy and reserved when you get compliments, or when you're around new people, or just, you know, when people, right, you might have a hobby or a passion of some kind, right, and you just really love it and it's your own thing, it's your own world, and when people really go on about it to you, sometimes you get a bit awkward. Like imagine you're a musician, right, and you just writing songs, performing music, like that's just your thing, you just love doing it, it's a form of therapy for you, or you know, anything type of arty, or if you do any sport or anything like that, it's like that's your thing, you love it. And then imagine someone comes to you and they're like, oh, I've been seeing everything you've been doing, oh, I've been seeing what you've been posting, and this is so cool, you've been doing so good at this, and you've been doing this, oh, I wonder what you're gonna do next with this. And it's like you might get a bit like, oh, well, you know what I mean, I'm just kind of doing my own thing, like, but people are really invested in your journey or whatever you're doing is what I get, which is really interesting. But with the Queen of Wands, you're a powerful person, okay? You are so very admired, and for many different ways. Yeah, there'll be some people that are just like, oh wow, this person's so sexy and blah blah blah, but then actually a lot of people are like, you know what, this person's beautiful because of their inner strength, because of their inner kindness, their inner love, your inner authenticity to just be you, whether that's just, you know, embracing your divine feminine, or maybe wanting to embrace your divine masculine, just doing what you feel and what you love and seeing where that takes you. And you, just by you living your life and living this journey, it inspires other people. I feel like there is someone who wants to come through, they're just very shy, you intimidate them, because they kind of, you have this reputation to your aura which is so beautifully amazing, it's almost unreal. And if someone wants to maybe approach you or something, it's like, well, they wouldn't, you know, they start to get thoughts of like, would they even want to speak to me, would they care, like they're way too good for me is what I get. You make people, especially romantic connections, question like, you know, are they good enough? Are they pulling their own weight? Just because of how much you take care of yourself and how dedicated you are to, first of all, making sure you have your own cup filled up and that you're okay, and making sure your life's simple in the way that there's no drama there, and like not surrounding yourself with the wrong people who are just going to cause either drama, or who are just jealous, or just can't support you for the things that you love. You like to keep your circle clear away from those people. It's maybe it's a bit overwhelming sometimes when you get like a lot of different friends, or just a few different people that are like, well, I love what you're doing, or you know what I mean, because it's like, oh, you just like to be by yourself, or you like to keep a smaller circle or something of that kind. But yeah, with this Queen of Wands and the Ace of Cups, so we've got 14. Wow, this person is your King of Wands to your Queen of Wands. That's insane. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of wanting to, okay, when people want to approach you, whether this is friendship, job opportunities, or relationship wise, they always feel like they have to come towards you in a very particular way, in the right way, because you're just someone that exudes this quality of like morality, or like fairness and strength. And yeah, there's just like a few interesting energies that come through with this Queen of Wands. I'll show you properly close up for you guys, if it will focus. But yeah, there's a few qualities that come through with this, that people kind of think you're in your own kind of lane, you're doing your own thing, you're focused on your own kind of work, your own goals, would they want to even collaborate, or would they even want to have a conversation with me? I saw 1818 then, which is the moon energy. Honestly, if you guys were drawn to part number 1, I would seriously go watch that as well. But yeah, 14, so we have the King of Wands, and we also have the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Cups. We also have the King of Cups energy too. There's a lot of people that would want to make solid commitments or see you as someone who is very stable, mature, and worthy of like a long-term commitment of some kind, whether that be, as I said, friendship, relationship, any type of connection. You're someone who refills people's cups. You make them feel loved, uplifted, bubbly. You're a very bubbly person. People feel like you're rising and you're just going up, and you're going to continue to level up and grow and expand, because that's where your focus is towards, you know what I mean, is expansion, growth, and love, and inward love to help yourself mentally and materially grow and expand outwardly. Right, okay, so yeah, so we had King of Cups energy come through, and also King of Wands energy come through. So this person is very passionate, or people feel very passionate towards you. You just trigger people's kind of charming side, or like side of them where they want to do things properly, like not be like, oh, you know, people don't feel like they could just, so I get that you guys would not be happy, and you could see straight through even people who approached you with ulterior motives, or like intentions of just like page energy, Page of Wands energy, right? You're like, don't come to me as a page. I do not take pages. I take kings, Kings of Cups, Kings of Wands, people who are sure in themselves, confident in themselves, who can be committed, who are in touch with their emotions, are not emotionally closed off, who can express how they feel, and will give an equal give and take, and has understanding, compassion, all of the things that you are, basically, you know. And I think people, there's specifically could be one person who wants to approach you or move towards you, but they are intimidated by this, that they want to come in the best way possible, because they don't want you to think like, oh, they're any certain type of way, or like, you know, an F-boy or a player, because you see straight through that. You wouldn't have that. Okay, they don't even bother with you. You just give the vibe straight away. People wouldn't even bother if they wanted that. They wouldn't. They could tell you're not that type of person. That's what I get. You know, you have a very classy, mature, like sexy but classy energy. And if you're a man, then this is like, you're very charming, you're very suave, but you're not a player. You know what I mean? And you come across with a lot of respect, a lot of morality and fairness, and boundaries as well. Yeah. Okay, what else are you needing to know about this? Like, why is Spirit bringing this up? We've got the Two of Pentacles. I'm just going to put this up here. We have the Two of Pentacles reversed. Interesting. So this can be like weighing up, deciding. This could be someone deciding whether to come towards you or not. This could be you being busy. People think you're busy. You're focusing on you, focusing on your own work, focusing on, you know, things that make you happy, filling up your own cup, being independent. You're very independent souls. But there's divine intervention at play here, where maybe two things come into play, or there's like a choice between two things, or a weighing up, or a decision of some kind. What is this? Interesting. We have the Five of Swords. Okay, with the Five of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, there's this interesting message coming through with these. 5, 6, 7. So we've got the Seven of Pentacles, patience, hard work, perseverance. You guys are very busy, hardworking, motivated, and you're very persistent and persevering in what you want to grow, do, achieve, or get to, and do for yourself. You give me the energy, you're not going to let people get in the way of that. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what that Five of Swords reverse is. You're not going to let people get in the way of what you're trying to do and build and grow. Okay. So there's kind of like this inner conflict that goes on that's like, well, maybe this is both sides. Maybe this is you as well if you know about this person. Or even just relationships. Like if you're single right now, this might even just resonate for a few people more than others. But you could be like, well, I like my independence. I like working on me and the things that I have going. You know, what do I even need with a connection or a relationship? Because maybe in the past there's been, you know, it's just ended up frustrating and, you know, nasty, or just like, ugh, you know, like it's just not nice. And so you've just focused, or this could be a situation in your past, from past relationships, they've just ended up not nice for you, or just through some tough experiences. But ultimately, that's what made you the person you are today, what made you this strong individual, so independent, so powerful, and so confident, and just thriving, right? But maybe there's like a type of fear when it comes to this, that you don't want that to happen again. And it's like you get so comfortable in your independence, it's like, is there really any room for anybody else now though? And it's like someone's trying to come in, or someone has an interest, and it's like, but are you going to be just like them, or are you actually going to step correctly? Are you going to come through, or just come through and chill? There's big realizations happening though, because this is like a healing process for you and them as well. Like this triggering up of emotions was supposed to happen for a reason, which is very interesting. We've also got the Seven of Swords coming through. So yeah, you guys could be like, look, I'm not about to be deceived. I'm not about to have people just have the wrong intentions, or say they want something and then just leave or disappear, or turn out to not be who they really said they were to be, you know? Sorry, this is getting a bit long. We're going to get a couple more cards and then we're going to end this here. Hopefully this has brought you the clarity that you've needed so far, you guys. Okay, definitely check out pile number 1 if you want. I know this is long, but they got Page of Cups as well. And it's like this person is manifesting you. This person wants you. There's someone who wants you, or that you are very powerful. This is both actually. I'm also getting the energy that this could be a person that wants to be your friend, or a friend will message you, or this could just be new connections in general are going to be moving in towards you. You know what I mean? So expect the unexpected in that way, guys. You're very powerful as well. You're the magician of your life. I'm hearing expect the unexpected as well. There's surprises to come for you guys very soon, maybe regarding a connection or someone moving towards you, or you know, coming into view in your situations. Expect all of this beautiful energy to open up, of abundance, more recognition, and obviously that's not the most important thing, right? But say for example you're doing something like I am. Recognition isn't just about people's approval, it's that knowing like you're actually reaching more people, that the messages that they need to hear are reaching more people. And so maybe that's the same for you, right? But you're getting like more recognition, more, maybe you're helping more people, you're touching more people, inspiring more people, by manifesting what you love and what you dream of. And these are things that you've been manifesting and working towards for a while now. That's why people see you this way, of just so independent and powerful and strong, because they've seen you manifest up to where you are today. But there's someone who is keeping their eye on you. Yeah, they really are. They really admire you, but this is secret. They watch you in secret. They watch your social media in secret, everything like that. You guys, I hope this brought some clarity. I'm gonna have to end it here because this is really getting very long, but hopefully this brought you everything you needed to know. Of course, check out pile number 1 if you felt drawn to or guided to. But yeah, I think this was confirmation for you, if you've been feeling any types of ways, to just see where things take you, and to just be open to new experiences and new people and new places, because there's a new world waiting to open up for you right now because of your manifestations and hard work. So I love you all very much, and I'll speak to you soon. Hello, beautiful pile number 3s. If you chose this dreamy little cupcake, this is going to be your reading. So you guys are dreamy souls, very connected with your intuition, your imagination, your dreams, and also your dreams in life, what you want to create, do, achieve, work towards. You know, that dream world that you hold inside of your mind for you to kind of just imagine and hope to one day fulfill and get to and manifest, because you're all very gifted manifestors. Your message for you today, what do you need to hear right now, is all about a manifestation. It's also about your dreams, the nighttime, and how free-flowing your creativity and imagination can be at nighttime especially. I'm getting that some of you are going to get a really beautiful idea at nighttime, or you can expand on a manifestation at nighttime by thinking about it, dreaming about it, and just getting lost in that romanticized energy of excitement towards an idea. That's what I get for you guys, that this is all about that you're currently manifesting or will be manifesting something that you can imagine, that it's already a fully formed vision in your head of what you want to do or get to, and you're just excited to try and get there, you know what I mean? It's like the cherry on top of the cake is what I'm hearing for some of you. Like, it's like when you're just putting like the finishing touches on something. I'm not sure, take that if it resonates, but it's like something's being, like a manifestation's being finished. Something could be coming through for you, or it's kind of like something just tops an idea off to the point where you're like, that is an amazing idea, you know, the cherry, the icing on top of the cake, like that. Yeah, I need to do that, I need to create that, I need to work towards that. That idea feels like home to my soul, and I would love that. Or that situation, circumstance, way of living feels so resonant with my soul that that's why I want to try align myself with, to be in that kind of reality with. So we're gonna see, let's pull you some tarot cards. But you guys, you give me Pisces energy, Aquarius energy, the star card energy, the moon energy, high priestess. If you're familiar with tarot, just take any of them as like confirmation of like that's what your kind of personality is like. Very dreamy, very imaginative. You could daydream a lot, you get lost in kind of the magical things in life, you know, and thinking about things more lightheartedly. You guys are very just pure, magical, dreamy souls. Yeah, you're in touch with the more subtle energies of life. You are very in tune with your inner world, especially at nighttime. There's something about nighttime for you guys. You guys are getting an opportunity, a new idea for something. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. I said that you're getting a new opportunity and idea because we already got that energy through, but then I said it again because I saw this flash out in the deck, and I was like, right, let me pull a card. I pulled a card, exact same card came out. Look at that. You eyeing up this goal, this opportunity, setting it in your sights, setting it in motion, thinking of new ideas. This is planning as well. This could even, some of you within this journey could be either photography involved, or filming, or maybe like filming the process, or watching. I see you watching and learning, or watching tutorials, or getting inspiration as well. Like you're in this really magical time of getting inspiration on an idea that you're yet to start pursue, you know what I mean? Or if you haven't had this idea, make sure that you are extra aware at nighttime, because I feel like this is coming in very soon if it hasn't already. Yeah, you're setting your sights in motion for it. You're planning, you're going to start planning on something, looking at inspiration for it, watching videos, making decisions. There's planning, there's decisions being made. There's also boundaries being set in order for you to really focus on this journey and this path. Yes, I see you guys getting rid of unhealthy habits, unhealthy addictions, whatever that may be, whether that's just scrolling or, you know, like you're focusing and channeling your energy into new areas where it's really fulfilling this and creating this reality and feeding towards growing your manifestations, you know. Clearing out your energy so that it's fully focused and channeled towards the areas that are going to grow more of what you dream of. Oh, also there could be something about sleep as well for you guys. I'm getting called to say this. So if you've been struggling with sleep, or if you just keep waking up randomly in the night, or you randomly wake up, or you can't get to sleep till like 2 in the morning or something, this is because there's an idea, there's either an idea or there's an expansion on an idea waiting to come in for you. And this is so annoying, I know. It's just like, have you ever had that thing? It's like if you wake up at 12 or 2 in the morning, or just a random time in the night, you wake up in the night or you can't get to sleep, it's because spirit has a message for you. It's because there's something trying to make its way to you. There's been times where I haven't been able to get to sleep till like 3 in the morning, and I've been like, oh, and I've tried and tried, and then it's got to like 12 and I've been like, do you know what, I'm just gonna occupy myself, I'm gonna do something, because obviously I can't sleep, and then bam, I'll get like a million ideas that set me off in like a whole new direction. And it's just like, you know what, that was worth the lack of sleep. Or maybe what you're about to get invested in, you'll be doing at nighttime as well, or yeah, just something like that. That's gonna happen for you. Oh yeah, with the Two of Swords and the Page of Pentacles, we've got death coming through, you guys. We have death card energy, transformation. This idea is going to transform your situation, because it's really transforming your inner world. It's really lighting you up, bringing you a lot of happiness and a lot of excitement for the future, because you're having like new things that you can look forward to that are going to happen in the future, or that are like yet to manifest. And that just automatically can make us feel happier when we have beautiful things that we look forward to, and when we have things that we're working towards that we can hold hope for in the future. It just, yeah, it feels really beautiful, because obviously we have to be in the present moment, but it's also nice to have things to look forward to as well. And yeah, this is what you're getting. I see you setting your boundaries really clear as like a separate message. You might be setting your boundaries with people. I saw 727 as well. Yeah, in order to like make progress, you're really cutting off people, situations, things, thoughts, habits, like maybe even drinking certain things. Like maybe you're going to be drinking more water, or your message is to drink more water. Like you could be cutting down on tea or coffee and drinking more water. Like you're doing certain things that are shifting your energy, or you will be. And that's not like you're just choosing, it's just like you just naturally want to do it, is what I get. Like not me telling you to do that, you know what I mean? Like you'll naturally do this for yourself anyway. But yeah, death card energy, and we also have the Queen of Pentacles coming through and the Queen of Swords. Wow, so that goes very well, the Queen of Swords with that energy. You're going to be straight speaking. I honestly just feel you standing in your power, taking no, you know, ish, and just moving in the directions that are best for you, cutting off people, being very straight and blunt and to the point with people, you know, that just are draining your energy or don't have the best intentions, or situations like that. You're just cutting them straight off. You're cutting a lot of cords or connections, like energetically. You could be doing visualization meditations to cut cords with people, energetic cords and ties, and you're really clearing a lot of space, because there's a lot moving in for you and currently unfolding and manifesting. Yeah, and with Queen of Pentacles, this idea is going to lead you to either some of you building your own business, or growing and nurturing and trying to grow something new into a passion or a business, or make something substantial. Like you're nurturing this idea. Is going to be a long-term thing, is what I get. We also have, yeah, I see this idea could either in the future also bring you in money, or new opportunities, or new avenues to work down. Yeah, there could be something or a situation that you've been thinking about a lot, or you've been in contemplation or reflection a lot about some things that you want to cut out or stop doing. Again, that energy is coming through. Again, energy coming through of sleep and rest and getting enough rest, or you know, if you've been feeling a bit tired or struggling to sleep, then again, know that this is because you are getting ideas and downloads at night times. I've been rubbing my shoulder this whole time because my shoulder has been hurting. I feel like I need a massage really badly. So again, you could be getting like muscle aches or pains, or in need of like a massage. I get this energy of cleansing for you, like taking baths, using water to cleanse energy, clear out energy, like showers, baths, steam, massages, drinking more water, like all of those things that really clear out. And I almost feel as if you're being cleaned out to be reused in a new form. I know that sounds really weird, but how I'm getting in my head is like, you know, you've been using a certain paint color in your pot, and now Spirit's like, right, it's time to clean out this color and fill it with a new one, but we don't want to paint them together because they'll turn out muddy, you know? It won't be as clear as we want it. So this thing's been cleared out in order for this manifestation to be fully in its own power and, or, you know, and its full potential. So there's a lot of energy leaving you right now. Negative energy or stagnant energy or blocked energy is leaving you right now, especially in your heart space, or again, your shoulders could be hurting, or your back. Oh, you're transmuting a lot of energy recently. We've got the Temperance here. I see this as you transmuting ideas as well, like, you know, making things tangible, grounding things, taking a pause to plan things, like going along a journey for a bit and then being like, right, actually I'm going to stop and review and plan things and then carry on is what I get. Because with the Temperance, I always see this as like a renewal point, a point to rest and recuperate our energy and just, yeah, really alchemize energy. You're transforming a lot of lower energy into lighter, and that's what we do by cleansing. When I say move out energy, we don't just let energy go, we always transform it. And so by you transforming it is letting this energy go, and it's also building you a lot more strength. You have a lot of inward strength being formed. I feel like you guys have been in a challenging situation recently, that maybe there's been conflict between friends, family, or a relationship, or there's been just challenges been put in your path that have really made you have to step back, alchemize your energy, focus on you, clear your energy, and do what's best for you. And this is really clearing out a lot, and then you're getting these beautiful ideas come through of this manifestation. Your pile feels really split between these two sides, and it's the only pile I haven't put a card kind of in the middle to merge the tarot cards, because I feel as if on this side where we have the Strength card, this is all about your communication, a situation that's happened, you needing to pull out your inner strength, speak your truth, stand in your power, cut people out that aren't right for you, or, you know, places, or really set boundaries. And Spirit saying you've been doing a beautiful job at this for some way or other. This is linked into your manifestation right now. So whatever you've had in your head that I've been saying you're going to start on or get an idea on, you know, or when you get this idea, just remember that if there's been a situation that's been causing stress, challenge, difficulty, conflict, anything like that, clashing, this is somehow linked into this manifestation or what you'll be starting. And we're going to see how it's linked in now. I'm going to ask, how are these linked in together? Okay. So we've got the 8 of Wands. So we've got like this coming, there's a lot of suddenness, a lot of quickness, there's a lot of intense energy. This could be distance travel. Ooh, interesting. I'm also going to condense down this Temperance we've got, which is 14, and Strength came out together. So Strength is 8, Temperance is 14, so that takes us to 24, is it? No. Guys, I'm extremely bad at maths. 14, I just saw the time at, which is the number of Temperance as well. So 22. Okay, excuse me, guys. 22. So we've got 4. We've got Emperor energy, right? So this could either be that you've been dealing with an Emperor that's been causing these challenges or this stress, which is a masculine figure or someone with a very controlling energy or very logical or brash energy. And then we've also got you with the Emperor on this side being very business minded, making plans, setting things in motion, planning things to start things, getting your like business cap on, your like business women energy or boss energy that you give me. That's what's linking in with these. Interesting. I feel as if strength that you've gained through these situations of you having to speak your truth and stuff, I feel like it's just grown your inner independence and your energy of like, do you know what, I'm not taking anything from anyone, I know my own worth, right? And when you, okay, So you've been in a situation that you've had to regain and reassure yourself of your worth, what you deserve, and not taking any negative energies from people who want to tear you down, bring you down, or just cause conflict. And because of this, it's made you more deeper in contact with what you deserve and your more empowered side of knowing your capabilities, your own strengths. And that is somehow being fueled into this idea that you're getting. Because of this energy that's grown of knowing your own worth, this idea that you've got, you felt more capable to start it, to take action on it, and to overcome it, because it's shown you, like, you know, when you start things, it can be scary, but look at all that you've overcome in other areas of your life. With dealing with challenging people and people who told you you couldn't do this or that, but now you are, then this is no different. And I feel like it's this strength energy that is connecting both of these ideas, and it's strength to move away from, you know, what you don't want and don't need in your life, and moving towards what you do. And it's been, what did we say at the start? It's been the icing on top of the cake. Something was the icing on top of the cake for you, maybe in a connection or a situation, and it's just even further strengthened your inner boundaries and self-worth, and putting yourself first, and just really wanting to do the best for yourself and make your life that beautiful manifestation of what you wish it to be. And it's just empowered you through that kind of frustrating energy towards them of like, you know what, I'm going to focus on myself and do everything and make my life beautiful and just forget about these people. So there's energy being channeled into this idea in that way of like determination. And this sometimes can be as well, do you know when people doubt you? You know when people kind of, you could have, right, for example, you could have been in a friendship or in a situation with family or relationship where they just don't see you for your true self. They're just, maybe you view them, they're just not nice people, right? They could have doubted you, they could have belittled you or been patronizing and really always doubted your capabilities. And I'm getting anxious anger in my chest right now. You know when someone says something and you get like anxiously angry, like, you know what I mean? And it's like, from moving away from these people, and it's like you channel that into determination to prove these people wrong, and to, because you know your own capabilities and strengths, and obviously you don't care about proving that to them, but it just adds it. It's the icing on top of the cake for you to really go after what you want and want to do in this lifetime. And it's so crazy how these energies are connected, and I love that. And it just goes to show what rippling energy things that don't seem connected have within our lives as well. So I think that is beautiful. I think it's beautiful that you've been able to rise back up and take your power back from connections that have just wanted to belittle you or not be very nice, and you've channeled that and transmuted that energy into movement forward, into expansion, into creativity, and into beautiful growing and healing, you know, from the negatives that you've been given. You are an angel of alchemy, so any energy you're given, you make into something beautiful. When life gives you lemons, when life gives you sour people, you take that energy, and if you have to keep it in your life, you're going to channel what they mark. You know, people leave a mark on us sometimes, so the energy they left with you, you're like, I'm not going to keep that sourness that I have inside me from them. I'm going to turn that into something beautiful. I'm going to turn that into empowerment. I'm going to make it into lemonade and all things like that. So that is beautiful, you guys. I think this is where we're going to be leaving it. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I love you all so much. Hopefully this resonated. Leave it down below if it did. But know that you are on your way to a beautiful manifestation, you guys. I will speak to you all very soon. And yeah, love you loads. 1919 I just saw as well. New beginnings, manifestations, wishes fulfilled, independence, abundance, and everything like that. So keep on going, you business guys or women or men, because that's what you will be. You're headed towards a real big expansion in this area. So I love you all so much, and I will speak to you very soon. Hello beautiful pile number 4s. If you chose this sandwich, this is going to be your reading of, you know, what's going on the down low. What do you need to hear? So from this card that you picked, this is my eclectic. It's the, yeah, this is the eclectic sandwich. So you guys are eclectic souls, meaning that you have a lot of knowledge, you have a lot of wisdom about things in many different areas. You could have lots of interests or hobbies, or some of you like collecting things, Just for example, you know, like I collect or enjoy collecting stickers or crystals or tarot cards. You could like any of those, collecting them things. I'm also getting books. You may like to read, you may like to collect books, or you have a lot of books. You just have a lot of knowledge, and you're really friendly, light-hearted, and like, you know, like when people have a lot of knowledge but they're a bit like they know it. You're not like that at all. You're like very humble with what you know, even though you know so much. You know what I mean? Like you're very chilled, laid back about it. You could be really beautiful teachers, because I feel like you could explain things really well to people, or you're just very calm and patient when it comes to maybe dealing with other people when you are explaining things. I get like this kind of like happy to help energy. Do you know what I mean? You're happy to help people and explain things to them, and maybe talk them through, you know, if they're less unsure about something. Maybe that will only resonate for a few of you, but you could also really like sandwiches or olives. I love olives, but you know, they're kind of like a love-hate thing. But I also feel like you guys are very balanced. You can sit on both sides of the fence, do you know what I mean? You can see both sides, all angles to situations. You can view things from many different angles. And this is why you just have so much information and knowledge. You're very connected into your crown chakra as well, and your heart chakra. And yeah, it's like you have so much stored wisdom with like inside of you and within you. So we're going to be seeing what your message is. Oh my goodness gracious me. So we have got the Page of Cups. I'm just going to move that there. This is crazy. Page of Cups has come out in like 3 of the readings, and when I said that, the time was 2, 3, 4. And then we have the 10 of Cups. Okay, so what I was going to say with your sandwich is it gives me the energy of expansion, of gaining. Some of you could be building or growing something, and it really gives me the energy of like you're continuing to add or grow to something or expand on something that you're building. Could be work, could be passion-wise, could be, you know, like your community for some of you, or your friendship group or connections, things like that. And I say that because we have the 10 of Cups here, and the Page of Cups. So this is very light-hearted, very bubbly, very, very beautiful energy coming through. And there's also this energy coming through with the 10 of Cups. How sometimes when it's like one thing that lights us up inside, or when we do things that we enjoy or add to our fountain of knowledge, is what I'm hearing. You guys have a fountain of knowledge. So when you guys research things and stuff like that, it makes you happy. It fills up your cup, and then it makes you feel excited and happy about many different areas, because happiness is a rippling energy, and it also affects, you know, how we speak to people as well. If we're getting happiness from something, then we move about our day in a lighter energy, and so our interactions will be different. And it's like you have a lot of happiness that is growing from so many different areas in your life, but collectively it's making a energy of an abundance of happiness, is what this is saying to me. I even see people looking in and being like, oh, like they look very happy, or like they, from the outside, you know, people looking in just are like very intrigued by you. You see how he's looking over at the 10 of Cups like, very intriguing. I want to know, you know, how this turns out, or what's going on with this. Like, yeah, you exude a very magnetic, high vibrational energy. You guys are very pure-hearted. With Page of Cups, I'm taking this as you guys. I'm taking this as well. Yeah, so one interpretation is that this is you guys. You're the Page of Cups. You have this light-hearted, creative energy to you. You're very bubbly. You're very knowledgeable. You're very loving to people. You're kind. You're considerate. You're patient. You know what I mean? You're open with people. You're very friendly. And this makes me think as well with the Page of Cups that you're getting new connections come in, new people come in that are like your soul tribe, or that fill up your cup or make you really happy, or that you can share the same passion with it when it comes to your hobbies or your passions, or just all the little things that you enjoy. Yeah, you may be having more conversations like that, or more people come in that are kind of interested in what you know and what you do and things like that. Because a lot of you, I feel like, are building something. But let's see, what does... But this is a very close to the heart energy, you guys. Wow, okay. We just got 3 of Swords reversed fall out. Interesting. Okay, for a specific few of you, just because the 3 of Swords reversed come out, I just think that, you know, because you've created such a solid, firm foundation for yourself, there could even be, like, past people who, you know, like when they knew you when you were younger, or there was connections that were, like, kind of started but didn't end up very serious, or, like, just acquaintances or anything like that. I get that people kind of looking into your life and being like, whoa, and they're kind of admiring all the happiness that you've created and inward happiness. I feel like you guys, some people on the download, this is as well funny, on the download there's some people who have seen you come out of a really difficult time and still keep your light-hearted energy, like the pain from the past, the situations you've been through. You just added them to your book, is what I'm hearing. Like, you added them as a page in your book and carried on moving forward, and you were able to regain happiness back, inward happiness. And not only just that, but you went like above and beyond, you know. And that's so funny, because when I opened this reading and I pulled out the sandwich card, I heard go big or go home. And it's like, people saw you go through a struggle or some kind, or maybe you went through a heartbreak or just a tricky emotional time in the past. This could be any time in the past, and people saw you rise back up from that and become even happier than before, even better than before, you know. And yeah, create a really solid, firm foundation for yourself. And so there's a lot of people who are on the down low are kind of like, you know, not jealous in a bad way, but like they're just like, oh my god, how do I get to that level? How do I know as much? How do I get to that point where I know as much as them? Some of you are really knowledgeable about a certain thing or a certain field, but it's like you don't like go around parading about it. Like with this Page of Cups, they're quite reserved, is what I get. And it's like, you guys are very, I was just about to say something that cracked me up, because it's exactly the same as your energy of your sandwich card, and that you have so many different layers to you. There's a lot more than what meets the eye to you, meaning that you keep a lot of your depth beneath the surface. You know, your knowledge, you know so much. There's so many different sides to you, so many different levels, layers, and aspects of your soul. And I feel like, yeah, there's also an energy of this alchemizing, you know, from the past connections. Like, a spirit's just coming through to like big up your journey and your emotional, spiritual journey that you've been on so far. This could be in the past, like, I'm getting like 5 years up to now. You know, in the past 3 years for sure, you guys. In the past 3 years, they're wanting you to just bask in how much you've grown, in, you know, sussing people out and giving your energy to the right people and rising back up from any challenges you had in the past 3 years, and really being able to regain your happiness back. And not only that, but build on top of that. Also, if you've started building anything in the past 3 years, can we just take a minute to look at your journey from the start to where you are now? You could have built and added so much, whether that's like a collection that you're growing, or a business, or a passion, or a hobby. Like, where you were 3 years ago to now, that is something to be celebrated. And I just feel like Spirit is wanting to just raise a glass to you, because on the down low, hey, Spirit is over here. Page of Cups, this is Spirit over here, like looking over to all the happiness that you're creating in your own life and other people's lives, and how much happiness that you're sharing and rippling out. And they're like, wow, they are doing an amazing job. I love their soul. Like, they are wowing. Like, your spirit team are very impressed with what you're doing. And again, go big or go home. Yeah, don't ever feel like your dreams are too big, because you guys, you have a big enough energy to manifest whatever you want, because you've already rose up from the ashes many times. So, oh yes, we have the Hermit. Interesting. So you guys, you could be more hermits. You could maybe not like social interactions as much, or just like to keep a smaller circle, or be around people you feel comfortable with or trust. I feel like maybe you feel like not everyone understands your soul a lot of the time, or you've come across people in the past who didn't. It was a bit like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it was a bit, maybe, you know, it's just like you're actually quite old souls. You're very eccentric, and even like about the things that you know or you're interested in or light your brain up, I feel like there are a lot deeper things than, you know, than some people can be interested in. And so it's taken this journey as well of like finding the right people who to surround yourself with, that really recognize you for your soul and that can share that deepness with you, because you're a deep thinker. You might like to hibernate yourself away from time to time for your own rest and peace. And, you know, you finally found the people who understand that. You also have star card energy with this hermit. You can just see, like, she looks like Cinderella, and this beautiful star pendant around her neck. And yeah, it's like you have big dreams, big goals, and you will get there because you are divinely guided. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my throat chakra, you guys. Maybe you feel like you've had to take a step back recently from interacting or something. Giving yourself a break. Let's see what we've got for you. Queen of Wands. Oh my god, this came out in another pile as well. Okay, so you're very powerful souls. I almost feel as well in this journey you've grown a lot of confidence. But not only that, can you see how this Hermit and Queen of Wands are very opposite energies? They are very, very, very different. This Queen of Wands is giving me the vibes of, like, you know, you dress yourself up, you do yourself up nice, it's very like social, and like presenting yourself in that way, and you know, all of that side. And then this Hermit is giving me like cozy pajamas, inward energy, on my own, thinking about things. It's like they're very two different energies. And this is you guys, because your soul again is very there's a lot of different sides to you. Maybe even one side of yourself is doing something like in view of people, like job wise, or you know, like social media wise, or just something in the spotlight. And then, you know, there's a lot of times like you on the other hand, behind all of that, are completely different. Maybe you get frustrated sometimes where people feel like they only see your outside self and not your inside self, because you are such a layered soul. I feel like it's hard for people to really get to know you properly quickly, because you have so much depth. It's like you can't rush through that. It's like, you know, you take a while to unfold because there's so much to your beautiful soul, because you're such an old soul with so much knowledge, so much experiences. And I feel like part of your message that's coming through, which is really beautiful, is that is starting to come out now. What's starting to come into view to people is your wholeness of all of your layers. You know, all of your layers are being brought to the surface and being taken into your whole being. So there's like a lot of rejoining, a lot of healing coming through in your energy as well, which with this Three of Swords as well, it can be that too. It's like you're healing and have done a lot of healing recently from things in the recent or past. I love her brooch as well. I love brooches. Right, so what else have we got for our beautiful pile number 4s? Okay, we've got 8 of Swords reversed. And we've got the 9 of Pentacles reversed. I'm getting this, for some of you, it's like, in the past, you may have felt like you got to a point where it was like there was no, you can't really see a direction to go in. Which way do I go next? I don't know. What do I do with my life? I don't know. What do I want to pursue? I don't know. And it kind of felt like you had no option. But then you realize that's because there was only one option, and it was the perfect option for your soul. And that is the 9 of Pentacles. That's to create something by yourself or do something for yourself. This could be to be an independent business owner or anything like that, grow your own business on your passions. And this is the journey that you're currently on. Whether you work a job now and you do something on the side, or you have a hobby, you're still on that path. This is what you're currently bridging the energy towards, is independent success, right? So I get that you're on this journey right now, and it's like, yeah, in the past you could have felt like, I just don't know what to do, because maybe you didn't feel like you fit in with society. You felt like more of an outsider to a lot of society or people. Like you just didn't feel like you were quite like that. Do you know what I mean? And then it all became clear, and it was like, oh, everything I thought was hindering me or wrong is actually perfect, and actually perfect for me. So I get that there's a lot opening up for you to do with money as well, and the path that you're working on towards building or growing or expanding any type of passion, hobby or business that you've been working on. Okay, I'm going to condense these down as well. So we've got 17. And what would 17 be? I think 17 is the star card. Wow, I'm going to say 17 is the star card. If I'm getting that wrong, you guys, then just ignore me. But I saw 171 when I said that. Yeah, so I already said you have the star card energy come through, but you are to be reminded to keep hope, because you are on this journey and this is what you're manifesting. Sometimes these journeys just take a bit longer than expected, and sometimes, you know, they're just longer journeys, because in general, the end goal is a beautiful reward and it's going to be amazing. And not only that, but in longer journeys, the journey ends up becoming the most beautiful part as well. So it's like you're on this longer journey, and you will get to that place of stability within that, stability within finances, in something that you're building on yourself, by yourself, or on a passion or hobby or something that you want to do or be in charge of, you know. And you will have your independence in that sense. But yeah, always keep hope, because you are being divinely guided. You're actually on this divinely guided higher path, which I think is absolutely stunning. And so we also have 8, which is strength. Yes, you guys hold a lot of inner strength, a lot of determination, willpower, motivation, and resilience. You give me so much resilience. You have such an old wise soul. You've been through so many experiences that have shaped and helped you to mature into the person that you are today, which is not a general thing, because people go through experiences sometimes and don't take the lessons with them that were given to them, right? We can either keep experiences how they are, or we can use them and transmute that energy into empowerment and higher vibrational energies that can serve us to help us grow instead of disempower us. And what you've done is actually transmute these energies to help you to expand, to help you to grow, and to take your power back, you know, rather than it holding you down. So it's kind of like you are beautiful at transmuting these sorts of energies from dark to light. We have the King of Wands reversed. I'm getting like a really weird energy all of a sudden take over me. It's really weird. I'm not even sure what that is. Okay, anyway, moving on. But it's kind of like an anxious feeling, so I'm not sure. But anyway, we're moving on, guys. King of Wands reversed. Interesting. That I think that anxious energy for me is coming through from this King of Wands, you know. This could have been like even someone in the past that mistreated you or gave you anxiety, or just was not very nice, or was, I don't know, it's just making me feel really quite yeah, really quite anxious. And I'm gonna elaborate on this. Let's get a card to clarify this King of Wands, the Sun. Okay. 1 second, guys, let me work this out. So we've got 19 and 14 to 33, I believe. So, and that condenses down into 6. So 6 to me is the Lovers. 6 to me is also the 6 of Wands, and yeah, so 6 of Wands and the Lovers. I feel like a lot of you have risen up from a real difficult relationship, you know. I really think you have. You became like your own superhero. You became like your own knight in shining armor. And if this wasn't a relationship, this could either be a family or friendship connection or just difficult people. For some of you, this could even be, you know, people teasing you or not being nice about the thing that you're kind of interested in. Like, I'm getting for some, this could be in school. I'm getting that, like, people could have not been as nice to you in school, and it made you feel really anxious to, like, even express yourself in any way. That it makes me, I've honestly never felt like this energy before, you guys. It's really not very nice. And you know what? This, I'm blessed to channel this reading for you, because this is you and your journey, right? And all of them times, all of them disempowering times have just fueled you into actually, you know, claiming your power back. When people are not nice to us and they make us feel disempowered, we start to believe them things about ourselves. And then as you get older, you've been able to grow and see and start to love yourself in your own authentic light and authenticity, where you know you are good enough, and you know you are good enough now. But like in the past, yeah, there's whatever this is, just not nice connections. And this is all linked into your journey, because you know, in every superhero's journey, there's the down, then there's the up, and there's like the transformation, and then them becoming the superhero. And it's so funny how that's coming through, because he looks like a superhero, but it's like, you know, in Spider-Man, he gets picked on. Or look at Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. He gets picked on in school, and he said, like, you know, he's dyslexic and all this. But then he realized actually he's not. He can read, like, whatever it was, these symbols that no one else can read, and he's actually half, you know, son of Poseidon or whatever it was. So it's like in school, maybe you suffered from actually your sensitivities and your range of knowledge, and how much you know, because you know so much because you're empathic and you're very tuned into the subtle type of energies, right? And then it's like you want to be on your own and not be around them type of people, because it's just overwhelming sometimes. And then it's like all this pressure from society to fit in and be normal. But then the older you've got, the more you've been able to take the masks off and actually be appreciated and in the spotlight for being your authentic self, for everything that you know, because you hold so much information and knowledge. And it's like all the things in the past that were negative are actually becoming powerfully positive. So the things that people would maybe do you down for, tease you for, you'd feel self-conscious about, like if you're really sensitive per se, when you get older, you can realize actually that's my gift, you know? Like say you were really sensitive, or yeah, say you're a really sensitive, a bit shy person, people just really stepped over you and took your kindness for weakness and things like that. And then as you got old, and it's kind of like a curse, right? Because you just feel like, oh, you know. But then as you got older, so people would, sorry, I'm having to get my train of thought back. People would step over you and take your kindness for weakness and things like this, and you were so sensitive, and they'd be like, oh, whatever, you're too sensitive, blah, blah, blah. And then as you got older, you realize, actually, I'm so sensitive because I'm an empath, and I'm actually going to use my empath skills and my healing abilities to help heal the collective and give guidance to others, share my wisdom, be a teacher, help guide others, to do tarot reading, use my sensitivities to do tarot readings to help people, you know. And it's like all these things, I just feel, you guys, out of all the piles, this pile, I cannot tell you how immensely strong I feel your energy, and how unempowered and how defeated I felt when I pulled that King of Wands out. Now, can you hear it in my voice? I feel strong, I feel powerful, I do not feel ashamed, I do not feel unconfident. I feel like I could face all of those people that did you wrong and be like, you are nothing compared to, you know, what Pile 4 has become in this journey. And, you know, thank you, because your hate is what made us stronger. That's what I feel like. So you guys are really rising up. And this reading isn't just like a reading for in general. This is throughout many years of your life, this journey has been. And I think Spirit's bringing it up now because you're about to come into an expansion where maybe you're going to be more noticed, more seen, or you're stepping into your divine path. Some of you are very creative, very talented, and it's like I'm hearing spirit being like, ooh, you know, like, whoops, oops, did I mean to didn't mean to do that, you know, when you're like flexing, because it's like some of the people that were nasty to you are going to see you thriving and glowing, and they're going to be like kind of jealous, or like, what, because you have so many people around you that love you and support you, and like that you've grown your own community of like-minded people, right? You've found your people, and these are, and they're like coming across you and seeing you in your full authenticity and appreciated light, and they're also seeing your tribe with you, and they're like, what? And now they feel like the odd ones out, you know what I mean? Now they feel like the weird ones, which I don't like saying because, you know, weird, whatever, but you get what I'm saying. They could have been like, you're so weird in school, or you're different, and then as you've got older, actually now they feel different. Now they feel like they have to play catch up, you know what I mean? And you're the ones rising above and on top. I absolutely feel blessed to have channeled this whole reading for you. That was such a journey I did not expect. I hope this resonated with you guys. Leave a comment down in the below if it does, but this was just an absolutely stunning message. By far, probably my favourite, even though I loved all of the parts. But oh my god, I just went from feeling so disempowered to absolutely amazing, and thank you. I'm glad that that story did not end there, because that would have been horrible, wouldn't it, to end the reading on such a low energy. And you know, if there's a low energy, just know that it's not been transmuted yet, meaning it will be in the future, because everything comes to a justice in life. Everything rebalances it out, no matter how many years it takes, it always rebalances out. So yeah, I love you all so much, and I'll speak to you soon.